Coming up next on Conversations, we're talking Animal Essay Contest. The City of Arlington, in a partnership with Frizo Oil and Gas, Barnes&Noble, Education Employees Credit Union, and the Star Telegram, are proud sponsors of this year's Animal Essay Competition, now in its 12th year of promoting responsible pet ownership. The essay competition showcases our Arlington youth and the best creative writing. This year, the contest drew 1,004 essays. As you can see, participation in our schools remains high. I'm your host, Jeannie Curtis. With me, I have Shari Capehart from the Arlington City Council and Chris Huff, the Animal Services Manager. And always a big hit, Chris has brought a friend, Tabby.
Yes.
So Chris, tell us about Tabby.
Tabby is a senior. She's 7 years old. And she was a stray, but she was brought into our shelter, and staff have just fallen in love with her. As you can see, she's a lap dog, just ready for some love and attention. And she's available for adoption. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, Chris, what if, I'm worried that she's going to be adopted before I can even make it down there, or I don't have time to make it down there? How can I find out what animals you have available?
We have plenty of dogs and cats just waiting for their forever home. But if you can't make it to the shelter, visit the website, the City of Arlington's website, and then go into the Animal Services queue and then look at all the adoptable animals that we have available for adoption at our shelter.
I'll be looking for that. Yes. Well, Shari, 12 years in the running for this competition. Tell us more about that.
Well, we started the contest, as you said, 12 years ago, and we were hopeful that it would be well received. 12 years later, it continues to grow. It's been more than well received, and sometimes our essays entries top even the 1,004 we had this year. So the parents have embraced it, the students clearly have embraced it, but more importantly, the teachers find it to be a very good learning tool. And so we were delighted with the quality of essays we've gotten and the scope by which we have the entries.
Oh, that's great. Well, I understand the topics are specifically chosen for grade levels. How were they chosen?
Yes. We work in partnership with the Arlington Independent School District. This year I spoke with Dr. Cavazos and said we'd like to change the topics. About every 5 years we do that to kind of refresh the contest. And with his assistance and his staff, we created grade-specific topics.
And I understand the contest isn't solely for Arlington ISD.
No, it isn't. It's for Arlington residents. So if you are a 3rd, 4th, 5th, or 6th grader that live within the city limits of Arlington, the contest is open to you. So we have entries from Arlington Independent School District, clearly, Mansfield School District, Kennedale School District. We've had homeschool entries. We've had private school entries. And this year we had winners from each. We had a winner out of Mansfield Independent School District and Arlington Independent School District. We had a homeschool winner and we had a private school winner.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, we were very delighted.
Yes. Well, tell us about the judging process, Chris.
The judging process is very difficult. Our Animal Services Advisory Board, they volunteer to read the essays and they narrow it down to the top 10. And then once it's narrowed down to the top 10, then City Council Lady Capehart and a representative from Mansfield Independent School District, Kennedale Independent School District, and Arlington Independent School District, they meet and they have the difficult task of narrowing it down to the top 3. So first, second, and third place winners.
I can't imagine how hard that must be.
It's difficult. We had a lot of wonderful essays this year, so yeah. It was fun, though. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, now once you narrow that down and you find out who the winners are, Shari, how do you notify them?
Oh, that's our best day ever, don't you think,
Yeah,
Chris?
I do.
The staff and I and the sponsors, if they're available, we spend the entire day going and visiting the schools to announce the winners. And so Chris notifies the principal and teacher,
That's right,
and the parents. And so over the years, we've found more and more the parents want to be there when we go into the classroom. So we go into the classroom to surprise the student. They are not aware. And we have, if family members are there, we have them kind of stand out in the hallway because we know if the parents go in with us, they'll immediately know they're a winner. And so it's a joyous occasion, and the reactions are so varied. Sometimes the children cry, sometimes the parents cry, sometimes the staff cries, but it's so fun. It really makes it all worthwhile, and it's a difficult job at times because it's so many entries, and you wish everyone could be a winner, but the 12 that we are able to select, they are treated like royalty.
They are.
And our sponsors have been great this year in particular.
What did each place winner receive?
Well, the first place winner, well, this year we had, we used to give savings bonds to our winners, but the federal government kind of doesn't do savings bonds anymore, so we had to get creative. So this year, each of the winners received a $100 savings account, compliments of Educational Employees Credit Union and Prigg Oil and Gas. And then Barnes&Noble, each of our winners got a Nook, and they got gift cards, and they got additional books, I think, from Barnes&Noble. And so they really have had, and then we have a reception for them at City Hall. They're recognized before the council. This year, when we opened the accounts for them at EECU, we made a big deal out of that. And we actually gave them $50 each, held in each hand, and took a picture so they actually had the money in their hand. And then we kind of said, now you see it, now you don't, and walk up and give it to the teller. And then Barnes&Noble's going to host a reception for them and give them Nook training as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
Great. Super.
I would also like to add a special thank you to University of Texas in Arlington.
Oh, yes, they came.
They came this year. This was the first year that they decided to partner with us, and they gave the kids a starter pack so they can start thinking about college. So that was awesome as well.
Very much so.
Oh.
And the Star Telegram also, they put a nice, beautiful ad in the paper of all of the winners, and their name and their school is all represented in the Star Telegram. So thank you to them as well as a sponsor.
Well, is there anything else about the contest you want to be sure our audience knows?
Just be prepared to enter next year if you're going to be 3rd, 4th, or 5th, or 6th grade.
Well, thanks for being on our show, and I can't wait to meet our winners this year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm here now with Jessica Murrah from Barnes&Noble and Donna Thomas from EECU Credit Union. Welcome, ladies. Good to have you.
Thank you. Thank you. Glad to be here.
Well, Donna, I'll start with you. Tell us what first interested you in participating, or interested the EECU in participating in the City of Arlington Animal Essay Contest.
EECU is always looking for ways to partner with our school districts, and it just seemed like a really good fit to us. And rewarding students for writing an essay just seemed like a great thing. So we're excited to partner with them.
Well, that's great. What about Barnes&Noble, Jessica?
Well, Barnes&Noble participates in a lot of citywide essay contests. It's a natural fit for us. We do a lot of things with schools and helping our community, so we're excited to be a part of it.
Tell me, what did Barnes&Noble contribute to the contest?
Barnes&Noble gave the City of Arlington a discount in purchasing their Nook devices that they gave the students. Each of the students won a Nook, so they got 12. And then also Barnes&Noble gave them $25 worth of physical books, actual books from the store that they got to come and pick out themselves.
Yes. And how about the EECU?
The credit union actually had the students come to the office and open a savings account, and EECU sponsored that account with $50 to get it started for each student. So that was a really exciting day when they came to the office.
Wow. Well, we truly appreciate you guys contributing, and your company's contributed so great. That's
Thank you.
wonderful. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now we're with Mason Vaughn from Moore Elementary and his teacher, Kristen Collier. Welcome to the show.
Good to see you.
And Mason, I understand you're our 3rd grade first place winner. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
Now, you wrote about taking care of animals.
Yes.
Tell me what inspired you to write this essay.
Well, I was, so we sent home, she sent home the essay, and my mom told me I should do it, and then I just kind of used my experience from going to my grandmother's house, shelter, and then I just kind of wrote about that and what I've seen.
So your grandmother, does she volunteer at a shelter?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Where's that shelter located?
It is down by Toole, Texas.
Oh, okay. So outside of the Metroplex?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you had a chance to go with her to the shelter?
Yeah.
What do you enjoy most about volunteering at the shelter with her?
I just like seeing the dogs and walking around and seeing all the different animals that they have.
That's wonderful. What's your favorite animal?
I like seeing the dogs the most.
Mason, do you have a dog at home?
Yes, a chocolate lab.
Oh, that's cute. Any other pets?
Cat and fish.
Okay, so you've got lots of experience on taking care of animals.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Do you have a favorite part of your essay you'd like to read to our audience today?
We can just pick part of it to read.
Just choose one.
You want to just read the first paragraph where you get everything started?
Sure. Taking care of animals is an important job. Animal shelters are places that take care of animals that are not lucky enough to have a nice, caring home. Animals that have been abused, neglected, or abandoned can have a good life at an animal shelter where people who love animals and will take care of them until they're adopted. The animal shelter is a nice place for animals if it has responsible employees and volunteers. Good employees and volunteers are always working hard on the move.
Well, last year I handed out the flyer to my entire class and had them start on it in class as a writing assignment. And this year I did it a little bit differently, and they went home in their Wednesday folders, their take-home folders, and then they had the choice whether to participate or not. And so Mason started on his own, brought it to school, let me look over his rough draft, gave him a few pointers, and then he wound up getting first place for the third graders in Arlington.
Wow. Mason, that shows incredible initiative on your side.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, thank you for sharing the essay with your students. So
Thank you. Maybe I'll be back again.
we hope so. Now we're here with Jessica Bryant from Butler Elementary and one of her teachers, Shelly Austin. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, Jessica, tell me a little bit about the topic of your essay.
It was about what changes do homeless cats and dogs have to make to live and survive as homeless pets.
What inspired you to write about that topic?
Our teacher made us.
Well, she might have made you write that, but did she choose the topic or did you choose it?
It was all right there.
Oh, okay. One of the topics you could pick from?
No, it was the only we had to do it.
Oh, okay. And so, do you have a part of your story that's your favorite?
Mm-hmm.
Would you read us a little paragraph there?
Mm-hmm. Leo looked around desperately. He had no idea where he or his owner was. He'd found a hole in the fence and decided to go to the other side to explore. He'd walked around for a few minutes, then had tried to find his way back, but couldn't. How would he survive without his owner? What changes do cats and dogs have to make to live and survive as homeless pets?
That sounds wonderful. I'd be anxious to read the rest of that. Well, you're our 4th grade first place winner. How did they tell you you had won?
They came to our grade and they told us about who are the sponsors, and then they said the name.
Were you surprised when they called your name?
Mm-hmm.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Do you have any pets at home?
Yes.
What do you have at home?
3 dogs.
Oh, wow. Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
And but you wrote about cats and dogs.
Yeah.
No special inspiration there?
Well, I had 2 paragraphs, so I decided to do one about homeless dogs and one about homeless cats.
That's great. You must have a great writing teacher also. Mm-hmm. Anything special you'd like to share with our audience?
We'd like to say, first of all, that it was a great opportunity for our students to continue to expound on expository writing, which is something new that they do in 4th grade in the state of Texas, and also that we tell all of the students at Butler that you are not a winner, or you can't be a winner if you don't enter. And everybody got a chance to enter, and Jessica was definitely our winner.
Wow, that's awesome. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you guys. Now we're here with our 5th grade first place winner, David Schmidt, and his teacher, Shelly Savant from Children's University. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, David, tell me what topic you chose for your animal essay.
I did. What advice would you give a family about its offspring so it would not end up in the animal shelter?
Oh, wow. Is there any particular reason you chose that topic?
Well, it was the 5th grade topic.
Okay.
So, yes.
Okay. Well, do you have a piece of your story you'd like to read to us?
Yes, I do.
Well, that would be great. Let's hear it.
What advice would you give a family about a new pet so that its offspring will not end up in an animal shelter? My first advice would be to get the dog spaded. That way you don't have to worry about any puppies. I would also tell the family to take really good care of their dog by getting all of its shots, getting a really good collar with its name on it. This way, if the dog ever gets out of your yard, whoever finds the dog will know the dog's name and the phone number of the owner. Oh. I would tell the family they need to make sure they have a good fence to keep their puppy, and so that it doesn't get out of the yard and get lost. If the puppy is found on the street, the dog catcher might pick their puppy and it will end up in the pound.
Sounds like you have a lot of dog experience.
Yes, in fact, when I wrote this story, we just got a dog last week, so.
Oh, what kind of dog did you get?
A yellow lab.
Oh. Did you spade your yellow lab yet?
I am not sure.
Well, that sounds like it's a great story. I can see why you won first place.
Yes, thank you.
Well, and Shelley, this isn't your first time on the show. You had a winner last year.
Yes, we're very excited to be back again this year.
That's wonderful. And do you share the animal essay contest with all of your students, or how does that work at Children's University?
Yes, we share it with our 3rd through 6th grade students, and we're always excited to participate every year, and we're so glad that the City of Arlington does it. And it's always wonderful to educate the students about caring for pets and realizing the effect that animals have on our community and in our lives. So we enjoy getting to share that with them and highlighting that as part of our curriculum as well.
That's wonderful. You're clearly putting out some great writers.
Yes.
Yes, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now we're here with our 6th grade first place winner, Ellie Mize from Dunn Elementary. And Ellie, you brought your mother with you today, Jenny Mize. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, Ellie, tell us what the 6th grade topic was for the animal essay contest.
I think it was about how the overpopulation of cats and dogs can affect our ecosystem.
All
for
right.
sure.
And so, do you have a snippet of your essay you could read to us?
Sure. Some people think strays are a nuisance. They get into people's trash, destroy property, and most people have to deal with their garden being used as a litter box. Since there is an overpopulation of strays, this is happening in many places and to many people.
Do you have any experience there with strays in your neighborhood, or do you have pets at home?
I have a cat and a dog. Well, our dog had an interaction with their, whatever that's called, something, with a skunk, and he got sprayed. So we set out traps for skunks, and we caught a lot of cats.
How did you hear that you won first place?
I think they came to my school and in the classroom, and they said the first place winner was in the classroom. I was like, oh, please don't be me. And it was. So, yeah.
Why didn't you want to be selected as first place?
Not the social type of person.
Oh. Well, if you're a great writer, you deserve the honor of receiving that award.
Thank you.
Yes, congratulations.
Thank you.
And congratulations to you, Mom.
Thank you.
So-
We're very proud of her.
Yes, wonderful. Well, thank you for coming up today. Now for our Where Are They Now segment. I'm here with Emily Smith, the first place winner back in 2007. Emily, welcome to the show.
Hi.
I understand when you won the animal essay contest, you were at St. Albans Episcopal. Where are you attending school now?
I am a student at the Canterbury Episcopal School in DeSoto.
Have you ever been to the animal shelter or adopted a pet there?
Yes, I have. 2 years ago, I adopted 2 kittens, a girl and a boy, named Milo and Molly. So that was a lot of fun and a great experience. So.
Do you still have the savings bond that you won back in 2007? And if so, how much is it worth?
I'm pretty sure they're in a lockbox somewhere, so I'm not really sure.
Have you applied at colleges yet, Emily? And if so, where are you planning on attending?
I'm planning to go to Texas Tech.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I'm really excited.
Emily, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you so much.
A special thanks to all who helped to make the 2013 Animal Essay Contest a big success. And a special congratulations to our winners. Now, we've been talking about the Animal Services Center, so if you've never been there, you need to go. The center is located at 1000 Southeast Green Oaks Boulevard in South Arlington, and it's next to the Southeast Arlington Branch Library. The center opened in 2009 and houses more than 12,000 animals every year. The animal adoption process is simple. Visit the center or call 817-459-5898 or arlingtontx.gov/animals to learn about the many services available at your Animal Service Center. Oh, and before we go, we have to thank Bill Boykin for all the work he does behind the scenes. Bill, thanks. That's it for this edition of Conversations. I'm Jeannie Curtis. This is Tabby. Go adopt a pet.